Danny Flex from SecondsOut here with our old friend Lerrone Richards. Lerrone, last time we saw you at the iBox gym in Bromley last year, you were gagging for a fight and a big opportunity. It's finally come, probably a bit later than you would have wanted, but it's here. Commonwealth title, super middleweight, Tommy Langford. How are you feeling now it's finally been confirmed?
Yeah, I'm very happy. As you can see on the smile on my face, I'm excited and I can't wait.
I thought you were just happy to see us, to be honest. A bit disappointed now.
Flatter yourself.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't very often, to be honest. But Tommy Langford, you've obviously known it's going to happen for a little while, but were you kind of surprised it wasn't someone that you've been looking at over the longer term in and around the super middleweight division? It's someone who's made their name in the division below.
Do you know, I didn't really think about it like that. I just wanted a big fight and I wanted a good name, and Tommy Langford's a good name for me, and I can't wait until the 27th so I can show everyone what I'm all about.
What do you think he brings to the table? Obviously he's fought in a higher level of opposition than you've fought so far, but at middleweight, although he does have the frame potentially to be an effective super middleweight. So what do you make of him?
Tommy Langford is very technical, very, very fit. And obviously him moving up into weight, he'll have more time. Obviously it'll be easy for him to make the weight, meaning he can eat more food and eat more carbs, he'll be more fitter. I'm expecting a better Tommy Langford than what he was at middleweight.
What will this fight tell you about where you sit in your progression?
It will show me that I'm British level. I'm one of the best. I believe I'm one of the best in Britain. Domestically we're talking, and it will show me and everyone that I am one of the best, for sure.
Last time we spoke to you, you were talking about potentially fighting someone like Chris Eubank Jr. down the road after the Gale fight, because it was a build-up to that when we were talking. Is that still the sort of level you're aiming for, maybe towards the beginning of next year, for example?
Do you know, right now I'm just thinking about Tommy Langford, and once I get that job done, then we can have this conversation.
Fair enough. Where do you see yourself, regardless of who the opponents are, where do you see yourself at the end of this year? What sort of level do you think you'll have reached?
Be looking at probably European title, and then early next year sort of pushing on into sort of fringe world level and see where we go from there.
And we know that at the moment Bradley Skeet, Johnny Garton are both taking some time out of the gym and they're considering their futures. Although you're obviously sad not to have the banter with them in the gym, and they're both great guys, is there a part of you that's quite happy maybe you're getting a bit more, not attention, but you're one of the more senior figures in the gym now in their absence? Has that kind of boosted you a little bit?
Not really. Obviously me, Brad and Johnny, they're my good mates, and obviously them in the gym really motivated me. They had a lot of experience, and if I needed anything or I needed some advice, I'd always speak to them. So no, when it comes to attention, I was always giving me attention in the gym, so it's not really made any difference.
Do you find there's obviously younger guys coming through now? You've got Jake Petit, I know you've just signed another young promising fighter from Repton as well, we spoke to earlier. Do you find they're looking up to you quite a lot now as one of the more senior figures in the gym, like asking your advice, that kind of thing?
Yeah, they do, yeah. They ask a lot of questions, which is nice. Sort of reminds me of myself when I was asking Brad and John, and yeah, so it's nice, and you're going to see some big things from them.
And we talked about where you see yourself. Who are the kind of fighters you use as your role models? I know you've got plenty in your own gym, but thinking further afield, what current fighters do you kind of aspire to and that you admire in terms of their skill or the way they carry themselves or whatever it might be?
Terence Crawford, and obviously when Andre Ward was about, it would be Andre Ward as well.
It's amazing the amount of pros now that say they look up to Andre Ward when he wasn't really respected maybe as much as he should when he was active.
Do you know, I respected him when he was active. Obviously I loved the sweet science, and he was that. Every time he got into the ring, he would show everyone what boxing was all about, and that's why I got a lot of respect for him.
And what about Crawford? What sort of elements of him do you try and take and kind of adapt to your own style?
It's the same thing, the sweet science. And a lot of people forget that boxing is a sweet science. It's about hitting and not being hit. And that's exactly what Crawford does. He hits and he doesn't get hit.
And is he someone that you watch a lot of tape of him, or if not, who do you watch a lot of tape of and think, well, I can take that element from him, or I can try and, you know, insert that into my own skill set?
Yeah, I watch a lot of Lennox Lewis, Larry Holmes.
Wow.
Mike McCallum, Pernell Whitaker, and Crawford, yeah.
What elements of the guys, like the bigger guys, like Lewis and Holmes, do you try and take from? Is it predominantly the jab, mastery of distance? What is it from them?
The distance, the way they can keep the distance and just control the pace of the fight. that's what I like about them.
Brilliant. Well, we wish you the absolute best of luck for the 27th of April, and it's a great fight, so we're looking forward to watching it.
Thank you very much. Can I mention my sponsors as well?
Yeah, of course you can.
I've got FCI Currency, Vanquish Iconic, BoxFit, and PT Maintenance for all their help, as you know, without them this wouldn't be possible, so thank you.
And fair play to you for taking the opportunity to mention them as well. Not enough fighters do that, so yeah, well done.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Cheers.